breaking the chains from generational curses to generational blessings. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed listeners, welcome to a journey that will challenge your perceptions, ignite your spirit, and perhaps even change the course of your life. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of human resilience, exploring the extraordinary power we all possess to break free from the shackles of our past and forge a future of our own making. I'm thrilled to share with you the incredible insights I've gained from interviewing the remarkable Lanika Okoro, a true phoenix rising from the ashes of adversity. Lanika's story isn't just inspiring, it's a testament to the indomitable human spirit and a beacon of hope for anyone who's ever felt trapped by their circumstances. Her journey from the depths of generational poverty and addiction to becoming a force for positive change in her community is nothing short of extraordinary. Lanika's impact extends far beyond her personal transformation. She's become a catalyst for change, a living, breathing example of what's possible when we dare to dream beyond the boundaries of our inherited limitations. Now, let's pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel the weight of your own story, your own struggles, your own dreams. Are you ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about your potential? Are you prepared to question the narrative you've been told about who you are and what you're capable of? Because, my friends, that's exactly what we're about to do. Imagine, if you will, growing up in a world where hope is as scarce as an oasis in a desert, where the cycle of poverty and addiction is as familiar as the back of your hand, where the very idea of breaking free seems as impossible as touching the stars. This was Lanika's reality. But here's the kicker. It didn't become her destiny. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, that's great for her, but my situation is different. You don't know what I'm dealing with. And you're right, I don't. But let me ask you this. What if the very thing you think is holding you back could be the springboard to your success? Let's talk about Oprah Winfrey for a moment. Yes, that Oprah, the media mogul, the billionaire, the queen of daytime television. But before all that, she was just a little girl born to a single teenage mother in rural Mississippi. Poverty, check. Discrimination, double check. Being told she was unfit for television news, oh, you better believe it. But here's where it gets interesting. Oprah didn't just overcome these obstacles, she used them as fuel. She took every no, every setback, every moment of despair, and transformed them into stepping stones. From her own TV show to her magazine to her entire network. How's that for a statement? Oprah built an empire that not only made her the richest black woman in America, but also gave her a platform to lift others as she climbed. Now, I can see some of you shifting in your seats. Maybe you're thinking, that's Oprah. She's special. I'm just me. But here's the thing. Oprah wasn't born Oprah. She became Oprah. And that transformation, that journey from where she started to where she ended up, that's available to each and every one of you. But let's bring it closer to home. Let's talk about the two-generation approach to poverty that's making waves in Maryland. Now, I know what you're thinking. Great, another government program. How exciting. But stick with me because this is where it gets good. Imagine a program that doesn't just slap a band-aid on poverty, but actually aims to break the cycle. A program that says, hey, we see you, we see your struggles, and we're going to help not just you, but your kids too. We're talking early childhood development, temporary cash assistance, mental health support, the works. And you know what? It's working. Families are finding new pathways out of poverty. Parents are gaining skills and confidence while their children are getting the support they need to thrive. It's like watching a garden bloom in what was once a concrete jungle. But here's the real kicker. This isn't just about government programs or individual success stories. This is about a shift in mindset. It's about looking at the cycles that have defined our families, our communities, maybe even our entire worldview, and saying, not anymore, not for me, not for my children. Now let's talk about you. Yes, you, the person listening right now, maybe with a skeptical raise of an eyebrow, thinking, this all sounds great, but what does it have to do with me? Everything. It has everything to do with you. Because here's the truth, the power to break cycles, to create change, to rewrite your story. It's not out there somewhere. It's not in some government program or some self-help book or some motivational speaker's catchphrase. It's in you. It's always been in you. But I get it. Believing in yourself when the world seems stacked against you, that's tough. It's like trying to light a match in a hurricane. But here's the secret. You don't need to start a bonfire. You just need to keep that tiny flame alive. Let me tell you about some young Black entrepreneurs who are doing just that. These are individuals who looked at a business landscape that wasn't designed for them, that often actively worked against them, and said, watch me. They faced lack of capital, lack of generational wealth, racial barriers, the works. But instead of giving up, they got creative. They found ways to kickstart their businesses with limited resources. They focused on acquiring new skills, on being more innovative, more resilient than their competitors. And you know what? They're succeeding. They're not just building businesses, they're building legacies. Take Robert L. Johnson, the founder of BET. He didn't just create a successful business, he created the first black owned company to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Or Madam C.J. Walker, who became America's first female self made millionaire at a time when being black and being a woman were seen as double strikes against success. These aren't just success stories, they're revolution stories. They're I refuse to accept the status quo stories. They're watch me change the world stories. And that's where you come in because your story, it's not written yet. Those cycles you think define you, they're not changed. They're just the opening chapter. And you, my friend, you're the author. So here's my challenge to you. Take a good, hard look at your life. What patterns have you accepted as just the way things are? What dreams have you pushed aside, thinking they were out of reach? What would your life look like if you truly believe that you could break free from any cycle holding you back? Imagine it. Really imagine it. Feel the excitement bubbling up in your chest. Feel the fear too, because let's be real, change is scary, but also feel the possibility because that's what this is all about, possibility. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Breaking cycles never is. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be challenging. There will be days when you want to give up, when the old familiar patterns seem so much easier than this new uncertain path. But here's the thing. Discomfort is the price of growth. And growth is the key to everything you want. So start small. Invest in your personal growth. Take that online course. Apply for that job you think you're not qualified for. Start that business you've been dreaming about. Reach out to that mentor you admire. Prioritize your self care. And I'm not just talking about bubble baths and face masks, although those are great too. I'm talking about taking care of your physical and mental health, setting boundaries, practicing self compassion, giving yourself permission to rest and recharge. And most importantly, look for ways to give back to your community. Because here's the beautiful thing when you lift yourself up, you gain the power to lift others. Your journey of breaking cycles, it doesn't just change your life, it has the potential to change lives for generations to come. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Breaking generational cycles is a process, often a lifelong one. There will be setbacks, there will be challenges, but every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Every time you choose a different path, every time you invest in yourself, every time you reach out to help another, you're creating ripples of change that can transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you. So here's my call to action for you. Start today, right now. Take one small step towards breaking a cycle in your life. It could be as simple as writing down a goal or reaching out to a mentor or signing up for a class. Whatever it is, do it now because the future you dream of, it starts with the actions you take today. Your story matters, your dreams matter, and your potential to create positive change, both in your own life and in your community, is limitless. So take a page from Lanika's book, from Oprah's book, from the book of every person who's ever dared to dream beyond their circumstances. Embrace the discomfort of doing something different. Invest in your growth. Seek out opportunities and never, ever underestimate the power of one person to break cycles and create lasting change. Remember, your past doesn't define your future. You have the power to write a new story, to turn generational curses into generational blessings. The world is waiting for your unique contribution. It's time to answer the call. It's time to break those chains and create the future you dream of, not just for yourself, but for all those who will come after you. So go forth, be bold, be brave, and most importantly, believe in the power of your own potential because the revolution, it starts with you. The change, it starts now. And the future, well, that's entirely up to you to create. Thank you.